So it's been about a day or two since iOS 16 has officially came out. So let's go and take a look at some of the best hidden tricks and tips you could call it for the iPhones on iOS 16. Now these aren't going to be the main things Apple talked about like the lock screen and stuff and iMessages. I will hit on iMessage a little bit later, but these are things that you may or may not know about on your iPhone that's rocking iOS 16. Now first of all, this is crazy. We now actually have support for JoyCons natively for our iPhones. So if you're rocking an iPhone with iOS 16, all you have to do is put your JoyCons in pairing mode, such as going through and holding down these buttons up top. I think my JoyCons are dead, but essentially you go ahead and put your JoyCons in pairing mode, you make your way over to your iPhone settings and your Bluetooth settings, and you should be able to see those JoyCons there. So that, without a doubt, is one of my favorite things within this specific update, and I'm so happy that Apple actually ended up bringing those specific features to our specific iPhone. Now that also supports the Pro controller as well. Now, on top of that, kind of going along with the same realm, our haptics on our keyboard are also visible as well. So now we have the ability of, if you're typing on your keyboard and you have vibration motors on, you actually have the ability of feeling those vibration motors as you're typing on your iPhone. And to enable that, what you want to do is you want to make your way over to your iPhone settings. You want to click Sounds and Haptics, and there should be a little keyboard setting here. As you can see, keyboard feedback. You can go and turn it to haptic. And now every time you go ahead and type on that keyboard, it'll now be a little bit of a vibration motor, and it actually feels pretty cool. So that's another cool thing I'm really happy about. Now, there were also a lot of improvements actually within the Photos application. So what we can do is we can make our way over to our Photos app. Now, there's a lot going on here, so I'll go and break it down piece by piece. One of my favorite things that Apple actually added within this update is the ability of deleting duplicate photos extremely easily. So what we can do is make our way over to our albums, we can scroll down, and here we can see a little duplicates option. This is brand new, and you can see I have 42 duplicates of photos. So what I can do here is I can go ahead and just pretty much click select, and I can go and select all in the top left. And I can go and delete these duplicates. I don't need these duplicates anymore. So I'll go and delete these 42 photos. They're going to go in the trash. And now I have no duplicates left. That's amazing, and it'll save tons of space on your iPhone. So that is something I'm really looking forward to as well when it officially comes on our iPhones. Now, another thing right here with our hidden folder, some of you may know, even if you hide photos on your iPhone, people can still pretty much go and see your photos, which is kind of embarrassing. But you have the ability within iOS 16 to lock this specific folder. So to do this, what you want to do is you want to make your way back over to your iPhone settings. You want to scroll down until you see Photos, which is down here. And then what you can do is there's a little option that says use passcode. Now your iPhone has to have a passcode enabled, and this iPhone I do not have a passcode. But all you want to do here is enable this specific passcode, and then you're pretty much good to go. Once you enable it, you can hop out of here. You can make your way back over to your hidden folder, and in order to open up this folder, you do have to have that passcode enabled or type in that passcode, and that's another really awesome thing that's so cool. Now, another cool thing that I've seen a couple people demonstrate, which is actually pretty impressive, is copying your filtering that you've done between photos. So here, for example, let's say I took this photo, right, and I click edit right here. And let's say I just went ahead and, I click on the little filter thing here. And let's say I wanted to make this super bright. So that's kind of uncomfortably bright. Let's say I wanted like this, for example. What I can do is I can click done. It's going to allow me to click the three dots up here, and I can copy the edits that I've done for this. So I can go and click copy, right? I can make my way over to the next photo. Now look at this. And now watch what happens. I can click the three dots up here, and now I have the ability of pasting my edits. And this photo should theoretically get brighter just like how you saw it. And that's another awesome thing. So if you make a lot of edits between photos and you just want to do the same thing over and over again, that's something I'm super looking forward to as well. And that's another awesome thing. Now, another thing that I showcased in my other video that people love is the ability of actually seeing your Wi-Fi passwords within iOS 16. This is by far another awesome thing that Apple put in. So we have the ability now of seeing our Wi-Fi passwords. So now, and not only Wi-Fi passwords you're connected to now, but I think historic Wi-Fi passwords as well. So what you want to do is you want to click on your Wi-Fi settings. You want to go and click on the eye right next to your Wi-Fi settings here. And at this point, you'll see a bunch of different things that come up. But here under password, if you actually just click on that password right there, it will actually show you the password that you're connected to. So if you forget your password or anything like that, you just want to go and click on that password, and you'll actually be able to see the password there. But like I mentioned, if you're connected to another password or another Wi-Fi, you connected to a while ago, you should still be able to see the password there too by clicking the edit button. And that's another awesome thing as well. Now, on some iPhones out there, if I think it's an iPhone 12 or newer, iPhone 13 or newer, Face ID will now actually work in landscape mode. So if you go through and you actually unlock your phone, you should be able to see that on landscape mode, if you are playing a game or something, you should actually be able to unlock your phone, which is actually really cool. I wish they brought that over to all Face ID iPhones, but they actually didn't. But it still supports it on the iPhone 12 or newer, or iPhone 13 or newer, which is actually pretty cool. Now, I demonstrated this in my other video as well, but now live text has actually gotten a few different updates. So we know what live text is by now. It allows you to go ahead and copy text within images just like this. But another cool thing is they actually brought live text within the camera app itself. So I have this text on the side of this box right here, so I'll go and demonstrate it. If I go ahead and hover my camera over this text right here, and if I go and kind of zoom in, you'll see right here there's a little live text button. All I have to do is click on that button, and it's going to extract the text from me, basically from that specific image. So now what I can do is I can copy this text, I can hop out of here, I can make my way over to a different application, I can delete that text right here, and I can go ahead and click paste, and watch, it's going to go ahead and allow me to paste that text right there. This is awesome if you're going through and you're actually, copying a bunch of text from a document, a PDF or something. I can totally see a bunch of people doing this, which is awesome. But live text also now works within videos as well. So if I go and have it, I don't think I have a video here that actually goes ahead and pretty much works. But essentially, if you're watching a video or something and you can't do it while watching the video, you have to pause the video. But that will now also work within live text, which is also really cool. So it looks like I'm not able to find a video, but basically it works within but basically it works now within live text too, which is also really awesome. Now on top of that, I think you guys may have seen it on their keynote, but we can now use our iPhones as a webcam. I don't know which iPhones, I think it's the iPhone 11s or newer or something like that. Basically, most of the newer iPhones, maybe the 13 Pro only, we have the ability of actually using our iPhone as a webcam now. We're using a specific adapter for our Macs. So I think that's cool. Again, it's kind of funny, but I'm glad they actually went ahead and did that. Now, another awesome thing, which I can't believe they haven't thought about this sooner, is actually the ability of locking our notes via our passcode on our iPhone. So not only did they go ahead and actually break down our specific notes via months or via days also, before it was just like a long list, now they broke it down within different months and days and stuff. But on top of that, before when we went ahead and wanted to lock a note, we had to make a different passcode per note. Very, very annoying. You could lose passcodes all the time. However, now if we want to swipe to the side, if we want to go ahead and actually I think it's this way, if we want to go ahead and lock a note, let's say I want to hold this down and I click lock note, watch what happens. We now get this new pop-up and now it says either you can use your iPhone passcode to lock the note or you can create a separate password. So you still have the ability of creating a separate password per note if you want to do it that way. But the way I prefer it is using your phone passcode. That way you just type in your phone passcode, a bunch of zeros or whatever it is, and that way it actually helps you to pretty much, not lose passwords. And one of the biggest things, or I think on my other channel, my second channel, I have a video demonstrating how to recover certain notes if you forgot the password or whatever. It's still a very hard process, and the ability to recover your notes, like you have to have different devices and stuff. It's like a complete workaround. The fact that we have the ability now of using our same passcode on our iPhone, I prefer this method, and I really, really prefer that way more than anything else. So those are pretty much the main things that Apple brought. Like I mentioned, we have the new things like the lock screen, which I actually like. You can hold it down, customize your lock screen. Everyone kind of knows this. And by now, I think everyone knows we have the ability now to unsend messages, edit iMessages, and even unread iMessages with an iMessage, which is really cool. But those are some of my favorite little, best tricks and tips within iOS 16 that I'm really looking forward to. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.